Hey, go fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Philadelphia Eagles Now. It is officially draft week. Like, literally, we are 3 days away from the start of the April 28th Thursday night NFL draft up there in Vegas. Before we get into the latest news and rumors, you guys pumped for the draft, right? Like, we're all like, finally, it's here. If you're that excited as I am, go down below, type draft in the comments section to show me how pumped you are for this week. All right, let's jump to the latest Philadelphia Eagles news and rumors here on a Monday, and what do you know? Like clockwork, there's another wide receiver reportedly on the trade market, and the Eagles, as everyone does on Twitter, should instantly trade for this guy, according to everyone, like I said, on Twitter. Let's jump into it, give you the real thoughts here, and the real facts on Kadarius Toney, the sophomore, second-year wide receiver out of Florida, who the Giants are now reportedly willing to trade, and they're wanting to go ahead and trade him. They're shopping him before the start of the NFL draft. Now, you're asking yourself, Thomas, why are the Giants shopping Toney if they're trying to rebuild their offense? They're trying to help out Daniel Jones. They were terrible at wide receiver last year, and this is a young, good wide receiver who was drafted in the first round. Well, he's had some off-the-field issues, and apparently there's some character stuff there. One of the reasons why he fell a little bit to the later part of the first round in the draft last year, and apparently new head coach Brian Daboll, is not thrilled with him, and so they're looking to go ahead and move the wide receiver. Now, obviously, Philadelphia is implicated, not necessarily because there's any hard reporting behind it, but just simply due to the fact that the Eagles need a wide receiver, and if any receiver is available, Eagle fans must instantly talk about him. It's how it works here. Come on, it's not what Eagle fans do. You should know that. Toney, of course, also played under current Eagles quarterback coach Brian Johnson, who was the OC at Florida during Toney's final season. So, naturally, we gotta at least dive into this, even though I think there's a very little chance the Giants trade him to Philadelphia, or that Philadelphia wants him. But either way, here was Philly Voice's Jimmy Kempski, who has a really good write-up on Toney and the situation. We'll start with him. Throw it up on your screen right now. Quote, as a rookie last year, Toney skipped OTAs. Which, I mean, really? According to Dan Duggan of The Athletic, it was because he hadn't yet signed his rookie contract, even though rookies routinely participate in off-season activities sans contracts because they're covered by rookie participation agreements. This year, he's skipping them again. Despite the team bringing in a new coaching staff, Toney is talented, and he's shown exciting flashes as a rookie, but I can't imagine Nick Sirianni isn't going to want the guy, and he isn't going to want the guy anywhere near his team, end quote. And I agree. You're really going to skip OTAs back-to-back seasons as like a first-year, second-year player? Terrible idea. It's just a bad look. This is not a guy you want in Philadelphia. And it's not like he lit it up last year. I mean, he played in 10 games, had some injury issues, targeted 57 times, only caught 39 of those, 420 yards, nice, 0 touchdowns. Like, it's just, this is getting so old. Let me just be, look me right in the eye right now. Listen to me. They do not need to trade for Toney. Just draft a wide receiver. I am so off this train of like, oh, go trade for this guy. Go trade for this guy. Oh my gosh, this guy's available. Oh, this guy. Just draft a wide receiver. If you really want a wide receiver, which we know Philadelphia does, just draft one. There are 4 billion of them in this upcoming draft. There are like 6 you can take in the first round, and any of the 6 could actually be good. There are 5 you can get in round 2. There are a bunch in round 3, in round 4. Take 2 wide receivers. I don't care. Just draft one. Stop with this headache of trying to be like, oh, let's just go ahead and, I don't know, maybe we'll just pigeonhole this guy in here. Oh, this team doesn't want this receiver. Can't be for a legitimate reason. Let's take him. Just draft somebody. Oh my goodness, this is getting absolutely so ridiculous. Look at this list. This is good. It's from producer Trace. A list of Toney's issues so far, less than 2 years into a season. Missed some of the rookie workouts. Reportedly had practice and meeting issues. Missed 7 games with injuries. Oh yeah, he threw that punch against the Cowboys, and as we just mentioned, has not reported to the team yet, despite the fact it's a brand new coaching staff. And wouldn't you want to get in good with the brand new coaching staff, who's an offensive genius and can really revitalize or kickstart your career? I don't know. I'm out. I'm done. I do not want Toney. Again, are the Giants actually going to trade him? Can they find a trade partner? Who knows? But he seems like a headache. I wouldn't touch him for anything less than, or anything more than like a 6th-round draft pick, and even then it'd be like, do you really need this guy? Either way, I'll leave it up to you. Go down below, answer the question. Are you tired of wide receiver trade rumors? Like, we've talked about it all offseason, and they've done nothing. Are you tired of yet another one? If you are, type Y down below for yes. If you are not, then, I guess go ahead and type N down below for no. All right, moving on here, I want to squeeze in some draft talk, even though there are some light draft news in terms of a Monday, as that's going to kick up later on this week, or another reason you should be subscribed. Let's talk about Kyle Hamilton for a second, because Kyle Hamilton is someone that I've been wishy-washy on. I'm like, wouldn't mind him, not throwing trading up for him. But there are a lot of people who think that Kyle Hamilton is the perfect fit for the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliot Shore Parks on Twitter today mentioned it, and NBC Sports has a write-up on Kyle Hamilton that I want to share with you guys. I found it interesting. You guys might as well. Throw it up. Quote, to be clear, this would be a major departure from Eagles history. For all the annual talk about the first-round linebacker drought, the Eagles have never taken a safety in the first round. This would buck a long-standing trend. but Hamilton is worth it. He's the type of rangy, versatile safety who could completely change the defense. And if Jonathan Gannon really is intent on building his defensive scheme around his players, just give him the best player you can. If Hamilton lasts beyond the top 10, he is the best player available, end quote. So, thought process again on Kyle Hamilton. I have nothing against him. You know, maybe if he's there at 10, 11, 12, you could trade up to go ahead and grab him. But I want to make this very clear as we get into the NFL draft. Howie doesn't diverge from the script. And it was just said there right again. First-round linebackers, first-round safeties. He's not going to do anything that is, I would say, off script in terms of Howie Roseman. He has a plan, he has a protocol, and that's why I kind of sit back and say defensive line, offensive line, wide receiver. Those to me seem to be kind of the thought process if you're Howie Roseman. Now, I didn't want a cornerback. I want a linebacker. I want a safety. I want all these things. But just because I want them and you want them doesn't mean that Howie Roseman wants to go and take them early in the first round. So, just to be clear, I like Hamilton, and maybe they do trade up to get him in because trends are meant to be broken, and there's no reason they can't. But let's just be clear, I don't know if Howie Roseman's actually going to go ahead and get a safety, or for that matter, get a linebacker there in the first round. Despite the fact that, obviously, you look at the depth chart, they need a safety right now, unless you love Kayvon Wallace, who has put on weight. He's gained about 10 pounds this offseason. I saw a picture he posted on his social media. He's bulked up. He looks way more the part than that skinny, rangy number 42 safety we saw the past 2 seasons. But at the same time, I'll be very surprised if they go linebacker or safety in round 1, just because Howie, he just does it so rarely. I want him, and you guys do too, but the odds are not in our favor, as they say in Pan Am. Answer this question down below. Would you rather go safety or linebacker in round 1, right? If you could actually pick one of the 2 least likely draft positions that we're going to go for, type S down below for safety, or type LB down below for linebacker. As we go ahead and move on, we're trying to hit 28,000K subscribers before the draft. The draft is 3 days away, and we are less than 600 new followers away from getting to 28,000. So help us get to 28 as quickly as possible, as we're at 27,440, tons of draft coverage. We're looking at the schedule this week. We're going nuts later on this week in terms of the NFL draft. Subscribe for that. I'm going to break down every single pick. You are not going to want to miss it. Before we get into the A.J. Brown drama, which continues to grow like a bad ingrown toenail. I'm getting so tired of it. Quick shout out to our friends at BetUS. You guys can bet on what the Eagles do with their first draft pick with our friends at BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Eagles125. Get you a 125% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up, and you can use that to bet on the draft odds. Here you go. First drafted player by position by the Philadelphia Eagles. Here are your odds. Best odds wide receiver, plus 175. Bet $100, you win $175. Defensive back, plus 200. D-line, 250. Offensive line, 600. Look at that. Linebacker, first position pick, plus 800. So you win a lot of money if they go Devin Lloyd at 15 before anybody else. So, want to bet on it? Do that, friends at BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. That promo code is Eagles125. All right, let's end with this. Throw this picture up. You guys see this picture? If you are on Twitter, you saw this picture. This is a picture from Jalen Hurts' Instagram, and that person you see, who's very small, on the right-hand side, that's A.J. Brown. So John Matthews was throwing with A.J. Brown a couple days ago, and Twitter went absolutely nuts. And again, it's like as soon as this happens, every single Eagles Twitter voice goes, "Oh my gosh, they should trade for A.J. Brown." Oh yes, A.J. Brown. The theme of today's show is I'm sick and tired of wide receiver trade stuff that's not going to happen. Philly is not trading for A.J. Brown. Not only could they really not afford to go ahead and trade for A.J. Brown because of the draft picks and the money, you got to give him a new contract, and the Titans aren't trading him. They've already said this. They're keeping A.J. Brown. They're waiting out to see what Deebo Samuel's going to do in order to not overpay or underpay A.J. Brown. They're not trading for him. You guys got to stop when people hang out together to immediately say, A.J. Brown very clearly wants to hang out with Jalen Hurts. Oh, he wants to be an Eagle. No, stop. Again, draft a wide receiver. Chris Olave and Devontae Smith, that's an incredible young pairing at the wide receiver position. The Eagles will be much better for that. I love A.J. Brown. I would like A.J. Brown, but they're not getting him, so stop. Man, I don't know I didn't sleep well. I'm angry today. I know I'm a happy guy. Angry today from all the BS drama you see on Twitter that's never going to happen regarding our Philadelphia Eagles. Let's just wait for the draft. Now, if anything does happen, you guys know, I'll cover it. That's my job here, and I'll sit right here as saying I was an idiot for saying I was wrong, but I don't see it happening at all. Go down below and subscribe. Also, mailbag video possibly later on this week, so hashtag Eagles in the comments section to go ahead and get your question asked and hopefully answered. Must be a subscriber to do so. All right, all today on our Philadelphia Eagles news and rumor video. Plenty more content coming up the next couple of days and weeks. I'm telling you, this is our craziest week of the year. We go hard here at Chat Sports. Subscribe for that. For the channel, Thomas Mott signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.